Okay, this lesson is going to be on observation, instruments, and inferences. I'm going to start with observations because that's where science starts. Observations are information gathered through your senses. So we'll write that definition here. Now it can be any of your senses. Usually we think of observing using sight, but it could be any of your five senses: sight, hearing, smell, taste, or touch. So our first example, if we look outside and we see that there are blue skies, that's going to be an observation. So we're going to write in here that seeing that there are blue skies outside is going to be an observation. But we can use another of our senses. We can use touch, and we can feel that the air is cold. So feeling that the air is cold is also going to be an observation. Now, instruments are objects that are used to make our observations more precise. For example, and there's lots of examples, I just put 3 down here, but we could say a thermometer measures temperature. We could say a barometer measures atmospheric pressure, which we're going to learn when we study our weather unit, or a scale or a balance measures mass. Let's see if you can come up with any other examples on your own. I just thought of one. A ruler is used to measure distance. So an example, a student uses a thermometer to measure that the temperature is 43 degrees Fahrenheit. See how it's a lot more precise? Up above we said an observation is feeling that the air is cold. But that's very subjective. How cold is it? We don't know. But if you measure it with a thermometer, you know that it's exactly 43 degrees. So you know a lot more precise information about it when we use our instrument. An inference is an attempt to understand what our observations are telling us. Okay, another way of looking at it is you could say it's an educated guess based on our observations. So we see something, we try to explain what's going on. That is an inference. So an example, a student observes that the pressure is dropping, that it is becoming windy and cloudy, and decides it's going to rain. Now, does the student know it's going to rain? No, so it's an inference. But possibly the student knows that when it gets windier and cloudier and that the pressure is dropping, that usually means we're going to get precipitation, so it's probably going to rain. So it's an educated guess. It's not just based on nothing, it's based on observations, but we don't know for sure that it's true, and that's one way to tell an inference. So, after this lesson, we should be able to define observation and inference, be able to tell a difference between the two, and also know what instruments you use for it, that they're used to make our observations more precise.